Alright. I don't know if that schedule worked this time. Maybe, maybe not. Let's get started with squats. Oh, there's one guy. Maybe my schedule did work. The time zone's all messed up. Last time I put it for a time here, and the schedule wasn't actually until that time in the West. Starting with squats, just like always, my least favorite. Out here today. The water pump's running right now. There's a lot of traffic going by. The locals here love loud motorcycles. I don't know why. One of the things that bothers me slightly about the Philippines, but people have said Filipinos are very social. Hi, how are you? Minnesota, how's it going? Cold there right now, probably, or maybe not. So yeah, a lot of locals said the reason that they're very social people, they like being seen, that's why their motorcycles are so loud. I mean, I have the same issues with Harley guys in the U.S. who ride around with those really loud mufflers. It just annoys me, but that's just me. I don't get too annoyed. It's just part of life. Noise. I mentioned the other day about how another thing that bothers me a little about the Philippines is all the garbage. And I knew I would get some blowback from that. I did. Some local wrote me back, and he actually lives in the U.S. and he said people throw garbage in the U.S. too. But it's not even close. I mean, I have some data to back up what I'm saying, but it's not even close to the amount of people who litter here compared to the U.S. But when I was a kid in the 80s, and what's up, bro? Paul. When I was a kid in the 80s in the U.S. and the 70s, but a lot of people, a lot more littering went on then. But you know, Earth Day and saving the environment, all that stuff, the ozone issue. A lot of people have changed, but here in the Philippines, I mean, the one data I threw at the guy who said that was, you know, I just read an article a couple weeks ago that the Philippines is responsible for a third of all the plastic in the ocean, and I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Valentino? All right, 7 cent. So Philippines is responsible for a third of all the plastic in the ocean. And this is a very tiny country. That just tells you. And I'm not saying first world countries aren't responsible for the Philippines having so much plastic. The culture here is, it's a sachet culture. Everything comes in little sachets, little single-use sachets that are plastic. I know the Filipinos don't like being criticized. It's a very capital offense here to criticize somebody. But it's my video. Can you do a cartwheel? I haven't tried in a while, but I'm not gonna now. I'll just stick with my regular workout. If you guys are new, go ahead and subscribe. Almost there, trying to hit 2,700 by Christmas. Maybe like 15 more. already did. Thanks, Midwestern. Ghana, oh yeah, you were here before. I remember you. What you doing? Working out? You know any songs you could sing for me? Have you hear my voice? I don't have a singer's voice. Maybe you can come here sometime for karaoke day. Send me $100 super chat and I'll sing a song for you. Okay, so I'm here for a workout, not to sing and entertain, or maybe to entertain, but definitely not singing. Set number 3. Gotta keep your legs under you. My grandfather used to tell me that the legs are the first thing you count. I didn't know what he was talking about until I turned 50. And I was like, I better start working out more. I'm doing good. How are you? Midwest Ghana. What you live? Where? Minnesota or something like that? Good. You guys with your long names. Good Ship Gonzalez, is that what it is? How you doing? If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Alright, I'm done with squats. I'm gonna move to push-ups. Did any of you guys see this in the schedule? I scheduled this one, but I scheduled it here for 9 a.m. Last time I did that, it played at US time, 9 p.m., 12 hours from now, is when the actual schedule was. Someone grab Unk. Okay, I don't know what that means. Unk, UNC. Time for push-ups. Feeling pretty good this morning. I'll get about 20 on the first set probably. Too more than the other day. Beautiful day here in the Philippines. Bye, have a good day. You too. Good Ship Gonzalez. Subscribe before you go. Give you guys a look at the backyard here. Beautiful day. Low water. Somebody's fishing boat. Most of the guys fish at night here. I saw them going out last night. They asked me if I wanted to go with them, but I'm gonna go with them one of these times. Yeah, it is a beautiful view. Okay, see you later. Make sure you subscribe, will ya? I gotta hit that 2,700 mark. It's gonna be a hot one today. Maybe I'll go out kayaking later. Oh yeah, next summer. Summer's typhoon season here, so keep that in mind. I usually come here for the winters, but I was here for my girlfriend's sister's wedding 3 summers ago, and I got caught up in the middle of the typhoon. Our house that we were staying in flooded about up to my waist. But and there was water running down the street like a river. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. It's a little scary because you don't know how high the water's going to get. I really feel that chest, shoulders. Nothing like push-ups. Who's that football player when I was a kid? The running back. What was his name? I can't remember. He grew up in Georgia, really poor. He ran for senator in Georgia a few years ago. It was a Herschel Walker. He was built like a brick shit house. I used to say that when we were kids. And all he did growing up poor was push-ups and sit-ups. And he was a beast. Go ahead and subscribe, guys. Thanks for the likes. If you really want to help out the channel, get a membership, but that's totally optional. Of course, that costs money. A subscription, a like, a comment, a share. Come back and watch other videos. Watch some of my other videos. I did one, a more produced video the other day in my office about the new law one of the congressmen's trying to pass in the U.S. about dual citizenship. It's pretty interesting. They're trying to make it illegal for Americans to have dual citizenship, which, affects a lot of expats in a lot of different ways. I mean, I don't have dual citizenship. I just have U.S. citizenship. Yeah. What do you want? You want to go to the nice beaches? I mean, Boracay is a sweet, sweet beach. If you want to go to a beach, if you want to meet girls, are you bringing your girl? There's a sweet beach in the northern tip across from Taiwan. That's called Pagu Pa. That, there won't be anybody but locals there, but it's just as nice as the really touristy beaches. The only thing is it's a little harder to find like nice Western accommodations and stuff like that. And food you might want. It depends how adaptable you are. Me, I don't care. I'll eat Filipino food. I could stay almost anywhere. I mean, the one thing is Filipino bathrooms, if you're not at a place that's like a Western style hotel, they use a bucket with a scoop of water to clean themselves after they go to the bathroom. So basically they use their hand. It's the traditional way here. There's no toilet paper in the bathrooms. But most places, like at my house here, I have toilet paper, but I also have like what you call a bun gun, or which is like a little high pressure water shooter, which is actually way better than toilet paper, especially for, you know, if you get irritated down there and stuff. Maybe that's too much information. But anyway, so yeah, there's Pagupad in the north, Boracay, Palawan in the south. A secret place. I mean, it's not a secret anymore, but there's also Surigao in the south where the surfers congregate. That's really touristy, but it's a great place for surfing. I mean, you can find good surfing all over the place. That's what you're into. Skint. Frank Conglias. Zimbabwe, the peninsula, yeah. I spent a year or half a year in Ozama City, not too far from there. Yeah, it could definitely be rough. I mean, Zimbabwe, there's a lot of, and I have nothing against Muslims, but there's a lot of Muslims down there, and they don't like foreigners. I mean, they do. Like, I have Muslim friends in Mindanao, but they want to take advantage of foreigners. You know, there's like the Muslim extremist groups down there. They'll kidnap you and hold you for ransom if they think you have money, or even if you're just white. In fact, if you look up on my channel, I did a video last year about this American guy named Elliot who was murdered down there, kidnapped and murdered because they thought he had money, or they thought they could hold him for ransom. This was recorded on a toaster. Okay. Yeah, he was. I think at the bottom of the Zimbabwe, I mean the Sulu Islands, the Zamboanga Peninsula, you know, Malawi is a town in Mindanao that, like, I had a girlfriend down there, and her sister was married to a guy in Malawi, and she converted to Muslim, but I couldn't even go to that town. You can't even go there if you're white. It's very dangerous. And even my girlfriend, who was a Catholic Filipina, when she went there, she had to wear a burqa. It's like going to Afghanistan, basically. I don't get this record on a toaster. Okay, that's it for push-ups. Now I'm going to move over to back, do some upright rows with my one kettlebell. This is my one kettlebell count. Anyway, I have that video on my channel about Elliot who was killed in the Zamboanga Peninsula last year, the year before. I think last year. So yeah, if you're coming to visit the Philippines, Mindanao is fine. There's certain places in Mindanao. That's the most southern island, maybe the biggest island. But there's certain places there you just can't go. If you look on the U.S. website, they say not to go to Mindanao at all, but that's not true. You could go there. I mean, I spent a lot of time there. It's the wildest part of the Philippines. Like Davao City is completely safe. It's the safest city in the Philippines. And it's on Mindanao. But I usually don't feel unsafe really anywhere. mean, if you just want to go to beaches and tourism, you want to fly into Cebu City, you have to go, okay, come back. Midwestern Ghana. I know you will. Wait. Why'd you erase your message? I have to go now, bye. Hi again. Guadalupe Gonzalez, how are you doing? Talking about visiting the Philippines. Somebody asked me where to go. Bye now. See you later. Guadalupe Gonzalez. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I didn't even notice I'm wearing all blue today. It's a blue day. Just throw on whatever's in my closet. Maybe I'll start getting more fashionable. It's tough in the Philippines though. Well, it is easy to get stuff here from China. Shein and bye now. See ya. Hey, what is it? Something dusk blue. Why'd you erase your messages? Are they offensive? Are you embarrassed? It's pretty tough to offend me. We'll see when you get old. You don't get it. Oh. Something's wrong with the internet today. Keeps disconnecting. That's why everybody left. I'm still here, guys. Oh, you're still there. My internet's going in and out. I don't know. Infrastructure in the Philippines is not great, but the internet actually is pretty good most of the time here. Yesterday it went out on me for a couple hours, but today it was fine so far, and usually pretty good. I pay, excuse me. It's not super expensive. It's like $30 a month for 200 megabytes per second. It's about as good as you're gonna get, but I'm probably gonna get Starlink soon. Oh, everybody's gone again. One person. Where's my moderator? I haven't seen my moderator in a while. Not that I need it, the trolls kind of left. Alright, last set of those. Moving on to upright. Well, dips next, dips. Down to one person again. How's it going? Who we got there? So anyway, as I was saying, if you're the guys who come to the Philippines, if you want to go to the mountains, probably the zone here, the Avalo zone is probably the place to go. There's volcanoes,
coffee plantations, you know. No snow, obviously, but there's a lot of cool stuff to do in the mountains. Up here on the Chico River out of Tubec, the Tucumcari City, you go whitewater rafting. I don't know, are you still there? The guy that wants to come to the Philippines? I can't remember who it was. He's coming next summer. Get on my Buy Me a Coffee and you can talk to me in private if you want. I've had guys call me on the phone and talk to me, you know, talk on Messenger, can talk on WhatsApp. I think WhatsApp. Alright, go ahead guys, subscribe, like, share this with a friend. You know, somebody who's works out, is over 50, works out, needs some inspiration. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, Sunset Bonnie, for what? So I'm doing my favorite, like I say every week. I love working my triceps, these dips. Work your triceps, 3/4 of your arm if you want bigger arms, if you're a guy. 3/4 of your muscling arm are triceps. Biceps are just a quarter of your muscle. I started with squats. Come back for my next exercise and I always start with squats. I'll do another one live in 2 days. I'll try and schedule it. But this is how I do squats with a kettlebell. Just if you need a demonstration, you want to go as deep as you possibly can. Use a good weight. This is a little light for me. It's the only kettlebell I have right now. It's 16 kilos, like 40 something pounds. Thoughts on Israel? That's what he said. Thoughts on Israel? Oh, you want to get political? I think Netanyahu should be in the ICC, should pay for his crimes, killing kids. I've met many Israelis throughout my travels. I have no problem with the Israeli people or Jewish people. I mean, I grew up with a lot of Jewish people. I grew up in New York. But just killing Palestinians willy-nilly, especially children, is not right. And I don't like how they have control over the American Congress. Show us your abs. Send me a super chat for $20 and I'll show you my abs. That's okay. A lot of people do a flip. You're really demanding. I only do flips into the water. I'm not like a gymnast or anything, but I will flip into the water. Or like one of those foam-filled pools. Do a flip or else. Hi, Jennifer Hickle. Or else what, Bonnie? You're not gonna subscribe? Advice on bullies in the gym. Ignore them. Don't go to the gym. Go there at a different time. I mean, depends. Are you a kid? When you're a young kid and somebody's blowing you, you just have to stand up to them. If you're an adult, it's a whole different matter because you're talking about getting in trouble with the law. When somebody's bullying you at the gym, what do you mean by bullying you? They tell you you can't use equipment or whatever? I would just go to a different gym, a gym that people bully you, it doesn't deserve your money. Get that yam off your face. I don't know what that means. You mean my beard? Hello. New person. Upright rows, the trapezoids. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing's important. Spit a little. You know, there's anatomical reasons why you want to breathe through your nose and out your mouth when you're running, lifting, boating, anything. Yeah, I do think that when a fly goes to some poo, they think that's some good shit. Obviously. Interesting question. I answered your silly question, so make sure you subscribe. more set of upright rows, and I'm gonna do shoulder swings, whatever they're called. It's kind of a full body exercise. Here we go, last set. Any more questions? Where's the guy that was coming to the Philippines? You still in there? Still watching? At almost 40 minutes now. I do like an hour, guys, so get your questions in. Like I was saying before, anatomically, you breathe in the nose, out the mouth. The reason you do that is your nose has all these filters in between here through your nasal cavity going to your lungs, which filters the air out. That's why if you're a mouth breather, you know, if your nose is constantly clogged, it's really bad for your health because all that extra dirt doesn't filter out before it hits your lungs. All right. So I sweat good. Love a good sweat when I'm working out. Always feel those right in the front of the shoulders there, which always need a lot of work. And like a good sweat. You know, when you see the water coming through your shirt, you're sweating. Only one person left. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Share the video with a friend. Somebody needs inspiration for working out, especially if they're over 50. If they just have questions about the Philippines, travel, US. I get some political questions. Bun 2.0, how are you? Alright, back in day, people. Hear the loud motorcycles going by out here. We got the ocean here, the National Highway here. Yeah, since there's a bunch of you guys, I'll show you the backyard again. There we go. Go. Spear fishing, surfing when the wind's up. You see those waves way out there. Kayaking out there. There's a couple guys fishing in the reef right there. There's like 20-foot deep holes in that reef. The water is beautiful and clear. Great reef diving. It's pretty shallow everywhere too. Alright, 7-2. Let's turn it back. That's my workout mirror there. It's good to have a mirror when you're working out so you can see your form. And your improvements, your progress. But the best for your progress is pictures. Because your memory plays tricks on you. Three people, alright. Really starting to sweat now. It's probably about 85 here now. What, 9:30, 10 a.m. here in the Philippines. Anybody on here in the Philippines? Or everybody just in the West? And some Middle Easterners on here sometimes. You guys are always welcome. Everybody's welcome, of course. I don't care who you are. I'm an open-minded person. If you want to work out with me, if you want to just watch me work out, if you want to ask me questions, anything goes. Stupid questions, as you can see on the chat. I'll even answer some stupid questions to a degree. Some people, you know, get really stupid, so I ask them about sexuality and stuff. Is that three? Yes. Anybody remember? Was that 2 or 3 sets of that? I think it was 3. Huh. Sweat running down my face now. I have air conditioning here, of course, inside, and also my office here. You can see it there. But I like to work out just the natural environment. Of course, not in the sun, I might pass out. But I like working out in the heat. I think the sweat helps. It's like working out in a sauna, like hot yoga. I did that once back in the day. Almost passed out. We are Charlie Kirk. We will carry the flame. Okay. Okay, next shoulder pushes. This isn't a political channel, so you're welcome, but I'm not going to get into any of that religious stuff with you. On the 27th, which would be the 26th there, I'm going to book to go whitewater kayaking. I have my kayak here, so I'll make a video about that, but it probably won't be live. If any of you guys want to check that out, it should be pretty cool. You would be better off holding that kettlebell in front of you. So yeah, but I only have one kettlebell, and it's like 40 something pounds, so I need a lighter kettlebell to do that. Thanks for the advice, though. Agnes. Agnes. And for shoulder presses, this is more ideal. Like this and move side to side. Yeah, it's too heavy for that. It's like 40-something pounds. I'm 165 pounds, so probably be more like 25 pounds. But I understand what you're saying. I feel you. We just need to get more workout equipment here. I used to go to the gym. My last house, we had a great gym. Here at the gym, the equipment's like super old, from like the 70s, and it's kind of far away. So, I don't know, I moved here about a month ago. I just started working out with this one kettlebell I had until I could find a way to find more equipment. Thank you. Why can't or tread? Why can't or read? Why can't or read? Thank you very much. Michael DeSanta, is that you? No. Or is that you talking to somebody else on the feed there? I'm not Michael DeSanta. My name is Chris, actually. All right, here we go. Last set. Right dominance, and my right's always stronger than my left, but it's a constant battle, like everybody. My brother's left-handed, but he's more ambidextrous, which left-handers usually are. Who's Michael DeSanta? Time to get a haircut soon. Keep my hair short here in the Philippines. In the US, I just have hair down here. But when I moved here part of the year, I stopped growing it that long because it's just too hot. Plus, it turned white. Just doesn't look as good long white hair as long brown hair. Two people left. What I got?
One exercise left. I got biceps.
Then I'm out. 51 minutes so far. He's in GIs, didn't you just help defend my mansion? You have a mansion? Send me a super chat. I'm just a working stiff. No, I'm not. I am a federal park ranger. Slow it down, rep. This is the one with the muscles building right here. Oh, feels good. Yeah. I got the federal highway, like I was saying earlier. Right. Out there is the national highway. See the trucks going by. And then you got my front garage there, my car's there. You can't see it, but then this is the dirty kitchen, the sala they call it, the hangout room. There's my kayak storage room, my office, hangout, hammock, supboard in the bathroom. That's the bathroom we don't really use. And then the backyard, where I go kayaking, supboarding, snorkeling. Look at that. It's all reefs out there. Fish galore. That's the tour. Yeah, but it does sound like there's a NASCAR race out there. Like I was saying earlier, Filipinos love their loud pipes. I've heard it explained like this, that they're really social people, and when they're driving by, kind of like motorheads in the US, when they're driving by they want to be heard, they want everybody to look at them, so they put super loud pipes on their motorcycle. I was driving in the mountains like a week ago. There's always waterfalls and cool stuff to check out in the mountains. So I was driving up there, but they had a stop set up to check pipes. It's such an issue here that the police pull people over with loud pipes and give them a ticket. But it's so rare. I think I've seen that once before in the 6.5 years I've been living here. I live here half the year and half the year in the US. Plus it's Friday morning here. Oh, was it Saturday morning? Take that back. Is this Ivan Drago after he lost to Rocky? I wish I was as big as Ivan Drago. He's like 6'5". I'm 5'9". I feel way better than me. Although, I think he's had some health problems in the last few years. He's probably 20 years older than me. Speaking of Rocky, I've been watching that new show, Tulsa something, with Sylvester Stallone. He's 80. And that show's pretty good though. The Tulsa King. I got Paramount. Well, I'm gonna get rid of it because there's no good shows on it. But I've been watching that on Paramount. I had Netflix till a few months ago, and then I got Paramount because basically watch everything I want to watch on Netflix. I'm back. All right, Desmond. I'm about to leave. I got one more set, but thanks for coming back. And somebody let me know if they actually saw the scheduled live feed for the correct time in the West, because I'm having timing issues here with being in the Philippines. Like I scheduled it for 9 a.m. in the Philippines, this one, and it might say 9 p.m. It might not, the schedule might not be, sorry I was late. Oh, that's okay. Did you see the schedule, Desmond? Thaddeus, yeah, I remember you. Did you see it scheduled? Was it the correct schedule? Because it's supposed to, if I schedule for 9 a.m. here, it should be like 9 p.m. last night in New York, and like 8 p.m. in the Midwest or something. But I just scheduled it last night here at like maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. So I'm going to do it again in 2 more days. So Monday here. So Sunday night for you. I do them at night, but I just don't have the time to work out at night. My fiance and my 3-month-old. I'm sure you guys, our families know how it is. I'm in the Philippines. Okay, one more tour before I go. This is my backyard here in the Philippines on the West Coast. It's 10 a.m. about. That's my neighbors fishing. I buy fresh fish off of them. Probably one of the best things you could eat if you want to keep the body fat low. It's all reefs out there. There's fish swimming all over the place. They catch octopus, but I don't really like eating octopus. Yeah, it is cool. Holy man. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm about to go. But thanks for checking me out. What's your name? Troy Trash. Yeah, subscribe. I do one of these about every other day. Also have some pre-recorded videos on my channel about life in the Philippines and stuff. Life in Colorado, where I live in part of the year. The timing is right, yeah. Guys, if you just got on, subscribe so you'll get my scheduled feeds. Have a good one, guys. Subscribe, like, share. Peace.